Yo, check it out, I gotta speak the truth about the hardest working small channel in the...
Welcome back to the TheCryptoFather channel. I am TheCryptoFather, and today is the 6th of May. It's like 2:40 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, so I figured I'm gonna get up and record a video. And in today's video, I've got something special for you. It's a new project that is a type of token mining app, and I usually don't report about these things because the last one I did was ICE, and it turned out to be a horrendous experience. But it seems that tokenization is something that can be done on phones, and I guess we could refer to it as token mining. So this particular project is looking to tokenize noise, and so I'm going to talk about the project. I'll talk about what it is, then the different ways of tokenizing it, and different ways in which you can make tokens on the phone app, and then I'm going to jump into some of the socials and talk about and have a look at what the project is doing and where it's going. So please, for the love of all that is holy, if you are here for the first time, make sure to smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel. If you're returning, then please remember to smash up the likes, strap on your seatbelts, and let's go. So the project in question is called Silencio, and I guess it's from Spanish for silence. The website leads you with two links to download the app. It's an app that you download on your phone and use to track noise across your neighborhood, across wherever you are. And the main goal behind this project is to keep track of noise levels and collect data on noise levels across the globe, in hope of providing some solutions to the diminishing or to lessening of noise across the world. So the reason why I'm making a video on this project is somebody, one of my subscribers, left a comment asking me to have a look at the project, whoever they were. The comment was that they weren't sure, they didn't know how it functioned. So I looked at the app and I started using it. I've been using it for a couple of days and it's very easy to use, so I'm going to go over all the details. But first, let's have a look at the project itself. So the global network to measure noise pollution. Start mining noise coins today with our free mobile app. It's basically the more you report, the more actions you take on the app, the more reports you send into the app on noise pollution in your environment, in your surroundings, the more coins you can make. There are two versions downloadable on Google Play for Android and for Apple. Download, register, and you're off to the races. The app apparently is located in 180 countries. Participate in the 3% beta airdrop, so that's going to happen. There are 200+ members. I'm not sure, I haven't really looked at the socials. We'll look at the socials in a little bit. It's not listed on any exchanges just yet, but that's coming soon as well, from what I understand. The website itself has only 4 or 5 tabs, I guess. Yeah, 5 tabs including contact. There is a map. If you click on the map, you get to this place here, and this basically shows you the areas that have been scanned with the phones so far. Now you can zoom in on these, and the world is divided into hexagons basically, and every time a person measures an area like a hexagon, it turns a certain color. So green would indicate that the noise in this area is quite low. Red or orange, would basically indicate green. Yellow and red would be high level, high noise areas, or areas with very high noise pollution. So I'm located in South Korea, and South Korea has some measurements, not a lot. If you scroll in, you can scroll in on the map and you can see the areas where people walked around. Basically, I'm located in Ulsan, and so I've been measuring stuff around my neighborhood. But you can see there's somebody else who's been using the map or the app locally here already. And basically that's what it looks like. So here in this area, somebody spent a lot of time walking around between, these look like apartment blocks, and they've been walking around here measuring up and collecting data. So that's basically what this does. So that's the first step. If you go to the team, on the team there are people like Thomas Messirer, Eric Stotz, Theo Messerer, and they don't have LinkedIn profiles connected to them, which is unfortunate. But I guess if we just Google them, a person quickly, Right there, Eric Stotz, Silencio. So with a little bit of extra research, it's easy to find him. Full-time, this person, he's been here since August 2022, present 1 year. He's a co-founder and as CFO and CEO of Vesa Gaming, full-time co-founder, When Dollar, and co-founder of When Bit, consultant and so on. Technical University of Munich. So they've got about 9 people on the team. You can look through the profile individually, one by one. There is also a light paper, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. There is quite a bit, but I just wanted to read through the basic kind of introduction of what the project is. So Silencio is a community-powered network that rewards users for providing hyper-local noise pollution data. According to the network, to the World Economic Forum, 68% of the global population will live in cities by 2050. This increase in dwellings and movement will generate safety, health, access, and mobility challenges for those cities. The flow-on effect of this will be noise and the impact of that on the current but also future communities. Noise ranks together with air pollution as the environmental exposure most harmful to public health, European Environmental Agency. Environmental noise has often been referred to as the forgotten pollutant, but is now recognized as an environmental and public health issue that needs to be addressed in modern society. Noise exposure can lead to negative health effects varying from annoyance and sleep deprivation to more serious issues such as hearing impairment and cardiovascular diseases. Indeed, excessive exposure to environmental noise has been linked to a series of negative health effects of children, including cognitive impairment. The World Health Organization recently estimated that at least 1 million healthy life years are lost every year from traffic-related noise alone in Western Europe, while the social cost of noise from road and rail across the EU has been valued at approximately $40 billion euro per year. The European Union considers environmental noise as one of the headline targets of the Zero Pollution Action Plan, targeting a reduction of 30% by 2030 in comparison to 2017. So the goal of this project is to, like I said, to gather data on noise pollution within cities, and then I guess implement that data into possible solutions to reduce noise across the cities. So the light paper includes Project Genesis, our solution measuring noise, data sales, mapping noise pollution with smartphones, tokenomics. And so basically I think it's pretty straightforward. The solution is to collect as much data, and then Silencio is a community-driven platform focused on addressing the growing problem of noise pollution in urban areas. The project encourages users to contribute hyper-local noise pollution data by offering rewards in the form of noise coins, which can be used to access various goods, services, and environmental initiatives within the platform. So this is what kind of drew me off initially, because I wasn't really interested so much in, you know, collecting Google Play points to exchange for Google Play dollars, which I guess is okay as well, but I was kind of hoping for it to be a blockchain driven tokenized scenario, and it's going to be. It's not yet, so it's still in the process, so it's still in the early stages, which means that right now if you're collecting, there will be some additional benefits to being an early investor, early adopter, similar to what's happening with Over Protocol right now. You can use Over Protocol on testnet and collect coins, and of course these are going to be turned into airdrops once the Over Protocol mainnet goes live. And so it's the same idea with this, and I'll talk about that just a little bit. So let's look at the tokenomics. With a new approach to crowdsourcing noise pollution data, Silencio creates a completely new economy for data that rewards users who deliver value to the network. This is just the beginning, and we plan to unveil a comprehensive tokenomic structure in the near future. Our team is working hard to create a fair and sustainable system that benefits all users. But I guess this is a brief summary of how this works. A check-in equals 20 coins, data check-ins into public places such as restaurants and hotels. Hexagons discovered gives you half a coin. Hexagons covered 0.25. Hexagons are the lowest unit of data visualization and have a size of about 44 square meters, I guess. Minutes measured, you get half a coin, half a token per minute. And then referrals give you 5% of all XP they generate. So I will link a referral below this video. And so basically, just like with every other app, if you share it with other people and you refer people, you can add yourself, earn some extra, but you can start earning tokens without referrals. If you don't want to share that with anybody else, then that's fine. If you are interested in getting in on this, then follow the referral, download the app, and you will get an additional bonus if you do download it. So here's the interesting part. Silencio 3% beta airdrop. Silencio members using the app before Silencio's token generation event, TGE, are entitled to partake in a 3% beta airdrop. The higher the user's league and level within a league, the higher the participation of the airdrop will be. User leagues and airdrop participation. Users are part of a public visible league ranging from 1 iron to 10 diamond. A user's league is determined by the number of noise coins they have earned. These leagues are dynamic, and each league represents a 10% percentile rank within the total user base. A user's league will always reflect their native position within the network. Higher leagues and levels within each corresponds to higher future Silencio token rewards. So here's a bit of a project genesis kind of description of how this project came about. So the Messerer brothers grew up with a father who has almost complete hearing loss. This increased the attentiveness to loud environments and to problem of sound pollution as a whole. I like this because this kind of indicates that the people who behind it, the people who are creating this, have a cause. It's not just a willy-nilly token distribution that they're just, you know, whipping up to, I don't know, to create another app that nobody uses in the future. These are a couple of guys that actually have experience with noise and are trying to change something in the world that has affected them personally, and so that personal story makes a huge difference for any project. As experienced developers in the field of hyperlocal environmental data, they recognize the benefits of using blockchain as an incentive mechanism for citizens science projects. So the reason why they're doing it is because they want to change something in the world. Of course, having access to the entire globe is very difficult from one certain position unless you have something like the blockchain, which allows them to tokenize and to reward people for using the data or for using the software that they're providing, which provides them with the necessary data to use in the research. So this is the beauty of the blockchain. So I guess the question is, okay, what are they going to do with all that data, right? But I mean, data mining and data collection is it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and that data can be used in certain ways, in some ways. So the key aspects of the Silencio project include a user-friendly app, partnerships with businesses and organizations, and a long-term vision for global expansion and comprehensive noise pollution management. By successfully addressing these elements, Silencio aspires to become a leading force in the fight against noise pollution and promote healthier, more sustainable urban living. Countries across the globe, for the most part, I would say, do try to implement certain levels of noise pollution. I know that in England, for example, in London, you're not allowed to use your horns in your cars in certain areas. You will see signs of, horns not allowed. So these things do occur, and so with an app that has access to the levels to data showing noise levels in certain areas, this project will be able to basically sell that data to certain jurisdictions, to certain countries or cities, governments, if they want to. So that is a business model that I could see working for this particular project. And since this project is still in its early stages, obviously it's something that's going to be developed in the future, but it does make sense. So that's essentially it for the project. Now let's jump into the app and I'll show you how it works. So when you first start the app, you're gonna have to go through a registration process. It's not a very difficult one. I've been using this app for 2 days now, I think, and I've collected 627 tokens so far. It's a very intuitive, very easy to use app. There is a history which you can access, and so basically measurements. I guess this is 3 hours and 47 minutes altogether, or I don't know. I did total of 38 measurements. I don't know if this is 3 hours, doesn't really matter. But so here's the history. 30-minute measurements, decibels indicated, maximum decibels, minimum decibels, average decibels. That's what it's indicated here. It gives you the date and how much you earned. There is a bonus, I think daily bonus, so 3 times a day there is a bonus, which you can earn additionally to your to the distribution of tokens for that particular noise tracking session. So you can see 17.7, there's nothing for this, because if you track noise within one hexagon, then if you do it again for that particular same hexagon, you don't actually get rewards for that one. So and so it goes on 2020 until the very beginning of whatever it was, my first initial launch here that I was trying how to use the app. Below history, you've got refer a friend, there's Silencio Academy, Silencio Roadmap, Silencio White Paper, and all the information is here. Takes you to a website, and you can see the goals that they have set. So the goals that have been finished: first quarter of 2023, finish MVP database, research 1K user, reach 1K users. They've got a lot more users by now already. So the app is growing quite quickly already. Quarter 3 2023, blockchain selection and grants. So this hasn't happened yet. These are goals, these are results, right? Results are in green, goals are things that they're still working on, I guess, but the blockchain hasn't happened yet. So right now is still a good time to get in. So they're looking to reach 30,000 users. They're about, I think, 15,000 right now. And I think the app is growing quite quickly, quite fast. So if you're interested in this, then I suggest get in on it right now, because you can still get a hold of free tokens before this thing goes viral. You can access the map of the areas where you have walked, your local area. So you can do that here. And these are all the places that I kind of roamed around, and you can also see places that have been where data has been collected in the city. So there's people walking around here. So like I said, when I initialized this app, there was already data here, so somebody has been using it quite extensively. Actually, there are like nice big green spots here and a lot of red and yellow spots all over the place. So not a lot, because it's still new, but it's in the process already. Okay, and then there are the leagues here, and for this you get rewards, and I think increased. Welcome Silencio Leagues. Your leagues is determined by the number of noise coins you earned. Leagues are dynamic, and each league represents a 10 percentile rank within the total user base. I read that, I think, before. Continue. So these are the leagues. And the more tokens you have, you progress in the league. So you start off with, I guess, the lowest league, top 5 tokens, then 15, 34, and so on. And then there's some of your personal data. I'm presently at level 33. And then you get additional percent increase per day's streaks. So I think you can go up to 250%. On top of your daily income, so that's 100 if you do it consecutively. So if you do it for 100 consecutive days, you will have a 250% increase, additional bonus on top of what you're making, which is good. But if you miss a day, then you lose the whole bonus. So if you can do it consecutively 100 days, then you have your 250% or 200%, I can't remember, but it goes up every day. So 2 days 5%, and it keeps going up. There's some quests, things that you can complete. So if you discover 100 unique hexagons, which I did today, I just realized you can claim your 100 coins, and I'm on my way to getting more venues, 10 different venues, 7 out of 10 already, and so on. So they have like these quests here and stats. Okay, so now to the main part. To measure noise, you just go and click on the big button right here, and there are 2 ways of measuring noise. It gives you the statistics here. 1 minute measurement gives you half a coin. 1 hexagon covered gives you a quarter of a coin. 1 hexagon discovered, I guess a new one, yeah, gives you half a coin. And a venue check-in, 20 coins. And referrals 5%. So if you refer people, you get 5%. If you join through my referral, you also get a bonus, I think. And then there are two different measurements. One is an open measurement and one is a venue check-in. The venue check-in is a short 15 seconds check-in, and you can do that for new hexagons. So if you are in an area that you haven't explored yet, these are indicated by the hexagons like this. So for example, if you scroll down to the map, this would be an area, and it's divided into hexagons. So like this would be an area, this would be an area. So you could basically go for a walk and activate this app while you are walking and measure noise along the way. So that's the venue check-in. Once you click on it, the thing gets activates, and it looks something like this. And that's what's happening right now. It's measuring the noise. This takes about 15 seconds, I think. And then it just asks you something. So ability to have a conversation is great in this environment. Are you outside or inside the venue? For me personally right now, inside. And how occupied is the venue? Yeah, it's pretty occupied. Gives you the address. You click that submit. Congratulations on submitting your venue. What's the level of noise? It's quiet. It's true. It's very quiet here. All right, so this was 21 coins. Yeah, right now. This was 21 coins just for this 15 seconds. So right now you can collect a bunch. So this is the first way of doing it. The second way is the open measurement. And this can take as long as 30 minutes, and that's basically just turning it on and letting it run. And it just stays on for 30 minutes, and as time passes, you collect coins. And I think it seems to be that it turns off automatically at 30 minutes. Well, and now I've collected 0.133 noise coins. You can claim your coins and you get a bonus for that as well. So there are 3 options and you can claim, and so I got 1.1 additional tokens. So I think it rounded up, and 5% plus. Okay, so I've earned some extra tokens for that as well. In a home, it gives you sensors, the total registered amount of sensors in the network. These are all the people that are, I guess, registered in the network around the same time as me. Interesting. I don't know what these people are. Uploads, 14.7 million uploads of data across different nations. Przemysław, Poland, it seems. Check-ins, hexagons covered, 266 million hexagons. Hours uploaded, 3 million hours. And noise coins, 437 million coins collected so far. So that's it. That's the app. It's easy as that. And all that information is collected in one area. If you don't, obviously when you activate this noise collection, it listens to the environment. So if you are at home and you want to keep some privacy, you don't want this to collect the information that's being spoken in your home, then don't activate the app. The way to do it is if you are outside. The whole goal of this is to be outside and take recordings of the environment within the city. Don't have this app laying around. Activate it in your house, listening in on your conversations. I'm not sure if that would be damaging or not, but it does activate your phone and does access sounds around you. So yeah, keep that in mind. So you want to be outside and recording the noises outside, cars and blah blah blah, or the absence thereof, right? So that's the app in a nutshell. So I guess just one last point here on data sales, because the goal of this is to collect data. And so what will happen to the data? Silencio will monetize noise pollution data sales by offering valuable for hyper-local information to various industries and organizations interested in understanding and mitigating noise pollution. By collecting real-time data from users, Silencio can provide a more accurate representation of noise levels in different areas. This data can then be sold or licensed to interested parties, generating revenue for the platform and allowing users to earn a passive income from their contributions. So this is still something that I guess they're aiming to do in the future, right? Way Silencio will monetize its user-generated data. Real estate industry, real estate developers, agents, and buyers can use the noise pollution data to make informed decisions about property investments, taking into account the noise levels in specific areas. Gastronomy and hotel industry, well-being industry, insurance industry, governments and city planners, academic institutions, and so on. So they do have an idea of where to go and which businesses to target, what customers to target. Is just a matter of implementation, right? So again, this is a project that is in its early stages, and whether it's going to develop as planned, you know, you never know with any projects. But that's why the incentives are here for early adopters. The fact that, like I said, the founders of this app have a personal investment in it makes this project a, you know, I guess it increases the possibility of success, because personal investment means that people will, they started it for a reason. They have a personal reason for starting it, so the chances of success and them going through on the promises and their goals is much higher. Chances of them abandoning it are much lower. So there you go. Okay, so that's the app. Let's have a look at Twitter. On Twitter, they've got 32,000 followers right now, which is quite hefty. That's a big number already. On stage with, so they did some presentations in Dubai, conferences. Yeah, the four guys. So they are doing things. They are working in the crypto sphere, doing presentations and selling their project. Oh, another thing I wanted to mention: DPIN. DPIN is it's something that is quite new, I think, for this time around. I read briefly, and I think I'm gonna make a video on this because this is interesting. DPIN, or decentralized physical infrastructure networks, is a model for managing a building infrastructure that uses blockchain and IoT technologies to connect people directly with each other to share and use hardware. In a DPIN, people can share and use resources, storage, and hardware like computers and energy grids through an open marketplace without a central authority. This is the idea behind the AI DPIN project I talked about yesterday, or I released a video, I think, yesterday. This Silencio project is a DPIN project. So there is a new area of crypto projects, and they're called the DPIN projects. And those are the projects of decentralized physical infrastructure networks, like using computers and stuff that are decentralized across the globe, but they make it possible for entities to have access to these hardware devices across the globe without actually having to purchase any additional hardware. There's a lot of money being put into this right now, and so this project into DPIN, the DPIN area, and so this project right now seems to have a lot of potential based on just on this alone. This industry seems to be taking off, particularly in Europe, it seems, and these guys may be at the forefront of it all. And on Discord is also active. There are 15,000 people on Discord. So combined with Twitter, or with X, that's 45,000 people. Now, granted, some of these people may be, you know, on the same type of people across platforms, but the point is that there is interest in this. So I assume that over time, this project, once it launches, there will most likely be a KYC, because in order for them to finalize it, to make it legal, you will be required to do a KYC. I hope it's not going to be something ridiculous. These guys seem to be, I don't know, it looks like a reasonable bunch of guys. They're younger guys. So, and the project looks like a legit project from what I've gathered so far. I've communicated with some people on Discord, and they were quite happy with me recording a video and post sharing it there with them. So I'm gonna do that right afterwards. But for you who are watching me right here, right now, if you are interested in this project, if this is something of interest, then check out, follow the link. I'm gonna put the ref link below the video, so you can register with the app and start collecting noise information and collecting tokens. Because once they launch on the blockchain, once the blockchain is launched, it'll be, I assume, you know, there will be an airdrop in any case. People are talking about it. 34,000 people is nothing to sniff at, and it's an early project. So if you like this kind of stuff, then hop on the bandwagon and get yourself some noise tracking devices. But also remember to make sure to smash up the likes, subscribe to the channel, share this content with anybody else who you think may benefit from it. Share your ref link with other people, get people on board and collect more coins, or collect more tokens rather. And let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.